Motto: German elections are like the Autobahn. Technically, there's a lot of freedom, but somehow you always end up stuck behind a slow-moving coalition. Hello, I've been living in Germany for more than 5 years, trying to figure out the culture, the language, and let's be honest, why stores close on Sundays. I'm not an expert, but I keep up with the news. I listen to the radio, read the official press, and now, surprise, I've got opinions. So let's talk about the upcoming elections. Maybe you'll find it interesting, or at least funny, to hear how a foreigner sees the whole political mess. I mean, showdown. The Linke is basically the political ghost of East Germany's ruling Marxist-Leninist party, the SED, Sozialistische Einheitspartei Deutschlands. Yeah, I said that in German, flexing my B2 obviously. Gotta prove I didn't waste 5.5 years here. They call themselves a socialist party, pushing for social justice, workers' rights and anti-capitalist policies. Sounds noble, right? But here's the tragedy. The same party that once ran a bankrupt country with a bankrupt ideology now wants to teach evil capitalist Germany how things should be done. The same system that told border guards to shoot their own people for wanting a better life is now back, hoping for another shot at power. It's like the country that was famous for producing the Trabant now wants to give economic advice to the people producing Mercedes-Benz and BMW. But hey, maybe the Trabant was actually more valuable. After all, East German workers had to wait 7 years to receive that paper-made masterpiece. The DDR is long gone, but its political ghost refuses to move on. And honestly, some ghosts should just stay dead. Meet Sahra Wagenknecht, former Die Linke member, massive personality, and a woman who clearly thought, you know what, this party is too small for me. I need my own kingdom. So she went ahead and founded BSW, Bündnis Sahra Wagenknecht. Yes, she literally named the party after herself. Not even Putin or medieval kings had the guts to pull that off. That's next level ego. Now, what's BSW all about? Well, imagine someone took the extreme left, mixed it with the extreme right, sprinkled in a few Moscow-approved ideas, and boom, BSW was born. It's like someone in a KGB office was studying German politics, obviously, found a gap and said, "Быстро, поставьте что-нибудь туда." But the real comedy is that Wagenknecht runs BSW like a one-woman show. She's the star, the director, and the only one with a microphone. No one can argue with her, because how do you even challenge a leader when the party is literally her name? She's basically turned herself into a supreme commander for life. BSW isn't a political party, it's a stand-up act. And the punchline? The joke's on the voters. According to the latest polls, about 3% of the Germans want to vote for Die Linke and 7% are feeling the BSW vibe. That's 10% in total, which means that out of 60 million eligible voters, roughly 6 million people believe these two parties are the future of Germany. In 1985. I mean 2025. That's crazy. That's 6 million Germans who either missed the Trabant era or have seen too many Wonder Woman episodes and now think Soviet uniforms are making a comeback. The Merkel era. 16 years of if it ain't broke. For 16 years, under Chancellor Angela Merkel, the CDU sat comfortably while Germany was booming. Not because of brilliant leadership, but because things were just working. Cheap Russian gas kept factories running, China kept buying German products, and nobody thought about what could go wrong. And that's the problem. There was no plan B. The German government put all its trust in Putin's gas deliveries without having a backup plan in case he pulled the rug. Meanwhile, Germany had a lot of money, but instead of fixing serious issues, the government just ignored them. The country's bridges started falling apart, the rail system became unreliable, and internet coverage in some places still feels like it's from the 90s. They could have invested in modernizing the country, but instead they just enjoyed the ride until everything stopped working at once. And now, after years of non-stop crises, we could really use a well-maintained infrastructure and a healthy budget to help with the war effort and the struggling economy. But guess what? There's no money left and everything's falling apart. Funny enough, half of the people in charge have PhDs in economics, law or engineering, because here in Germany having a doctor in front of your name is basically a personality trait. But what were these geniuses doing? Planning vacations, not planning for Germany's future. Instead of running economic models, they were probably running through hotel booking websites. Then came the pandemic and the war, and the CDU had the huge luck of not being in charge when everything started crumbling. So for 3 years in opposition, they didn't need to do anything except say "nein" to every government decision. Good policy, bad policy, didn't matter. Their whole strategy was just disagreeing with everything. Nein, 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 nein! And now they're about to win the election again. By default, they don't even need a strategy. Just wait for the current government to fail and walk back in like nothing happened. Let's talk about the Alternative für Deutschland, AfD, Germany's political equivalent of a soap opera, full of drama, plot twist, and characters that make you go, wait, what? The AfD loves to crank up the volume on migration and exiting the European Union. Sure, migration is a topic, but is it the main issue? Probably not. It's like focusing on a leaky faucet when your house is on fire. The real hot topic should be the German economy. You know, the thing that keeps everyone employed and the beer flowing? Germany's economy is heavily based on exports, with 43% of its GDP coming from goods and services sold abroad. So the AfD's idea of leaving the EU, that's like a baker deciding he doesn't need the city market anymore and moving deep into the woods. Sure, he's got the best bread in town, but who's gonna buy it if he's out there talking to squirrels? In a twist straight out of a TV drama, tech billionaire Elon Musk has jumped into the AfD saga. He even had a live stream chat with Alice Weidel, the AfD's co-leader, giving her and the party a big thumbs up. But here's the kicker. The AfD isn't exactly in love with electric cars or renewable energy. They're more into fossil fuels and rolling back green initiatives. So someone might want to tell Elon that he's cheering for a team that's not too fond of his life's work. Speaking of Alice Weidel, I've got to say she's got that certain something. Maybe it's the confidence, maybe it's the way she stirs the pot. Either way, if you're watching this, Alice, so there you have it. The AfD, a party that's part drama, part comedy, and all kinds of confusing. Let's keep the focus on what really matters. Building a strong economy, keeping good relationships with your neighbors, and maybe, just maybe, leaving the soap operas for daytime TV. Alright folks, that's it for part 1. But don't go anywhere, part 2 is coming, and trust me, it's gonna be just as fun. I'll be taking a look at the rest of the political circus, and here's a little sneak peek. The Ampelkoalition, absurdist theater, a coalition where logic doesn't apply, yet everyone insists it's working. SPD, the political tragedy, once great, now a mess. Die Grünen, die Grünen, die Grünen.
Die Grünen.
The political melodrama of the apocalypse. Every speech is basically the end of the world. And FDP, the political thriller, always on the edge of irrelevance. So if you don't want to miss that, hit the like button, drop a comment and subscribe. Because according to highly classified sources, if you don't, Frau Wagenknecht will become Bundeskanzlerin. Don't say I didn't warn you.